What is going on, guys? This is Miasin, and this is going to be OCG Metagame Breakdown number 10. I just love covering the meta of the OCG. I think there is much more in common than people think between the OCG and the TCG, especially since they get the cards before us. We can really inspire our deck building from them, actually, and how they create decks way before we have the ability to do so, because we just don't even have the cards in real life physically. And yeah, so 18 tournaments, 76 top performing decks from December 4th to 8th. And one really relevant thing to keep into consideration is that this is including the structure deck Albaz Strike, but not for Taiwan Finals, which is one of the tournaments that had 74 participants, so actually something pretty serious. And yeah, before you start, friendly reminder to like and subscribe, and also check me out on Twitch and Instagram, because moving forward, I'll try to live stream specifically just on Twitch, and my Instagram actually posts sneak peeks of videos before they get uploaded on YouTube. So if you want to have an idea of what I'm going to be uploading next, Instagram is one way to go. And also, I will be doing a $100 giveaway for free as soon as I hit 1,000 followers, so you lose absolutely nothing by following me. Anyways, let's get into this pizza, or this pie chart. Phantom Knight still stabilizing itself as the best deck. We've seen this trend for the past like 10 breakdowns. Ever since the Brave token engine has existed, I think Phantom Knight has never not been number one, and I can definitely understand why. The deck is just way too resilient through hand traps, and the end board is pretty disgusting as well. Now, Eldritch is in number 2. The reason for that is because they have 3 skill drain, and it's just a really good deck. It has a lot of stability, and people are still improving the deck even right now, even though the deck existed for so long that you would think that people would have already solved it by now, but trust me, it still needs a little bit more solving. And then after that, we have Drytron, one of the most annoying decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Flundery, Sword Soul, 2 are with Destiny Hero, 2 are Destiny Hero and Tenyi, and 2 of them are only Tenyi, so no hero at all. So the majority are playing with Phoenix Enforcer, a trend that we can actually see a lot in the OCG. And by the way, I was 100% right when I said that the new branded fusion was going to have a huge impact on the metagame. This is literally like the freaking first event, like the first time that these cards are legal for the OCG, and look at this, man. 1, 2, 3, it's already the number 4 best deck. What the heck, man? This is insane. It's brand new. Hold on, it's brand new. Ruffle LMAO, don't kill me. But yeah, this is insane. Branded Fusion is one overpowered card. It's like Shadow Fusion that doesn't require your opponent to specifically summon a monster from the extra deck, so you just fuse from your deck for free. However, you are locked under fusion summons from the extra deck for that turn. Don't think that you can splash this engine and everything. It does kind of lock you out a lot, and if you get debarred for fusion, your deck honestly does nothing. Definitely do keep that in mind. Anyways, Brave, Sword Soul, Yang Zing Tenyi, interesting. Brave, Prank Kids, Tri-Brigade with 2 Destiny Hero Zodiac, Tri-Brigade, Lyrilusk Ancient Warrior branded Tri-Brigade. What the frick? I think this is like the weird 60 card concoctions that we see sometimes, that there's always like one of that player who plays in the OCG and in the TCG also, but they don't really top. And then Salamangreat, Sky Striker, Spiral, Adignister, Brave Virtual World, also a pretty interesting deck. This will definitely exist in the TCG, but I don't think it's gonna be like super good, because you have to give up your hand traps in order to fit in the Brave cards, because the Virtual Worlds are already like inherently kind of bricky. Anyways, Buster Blader, Destiny Hero, Exorcister, Jesus, okay. Lawn Mowing Punk, Scrap Emancipator. Who are these guys, man? Lawn Mowing Shadal, Medolce, great deck. I really want to make a video on this deck. And then Marincess, Megalith FTK every single week, and also every single time. Seka, Danger, Kaiju Luna. And this is hilarious, because in the TCG, this is like up here. Like, it's literally like, it's the second best deck, arguably. Whereas in the OCG, it's like, whatever. Anyways, let's get into Phantom Knight now. Alright, so exactly as I said, Dimensional Barrier is game against branded Despia. You resolve it and your opponent literally cannot summon from the extra deck at all, because they don't really have the ability to summon like Link monsters or anything, and their own branded fusion locks them up anyways. So when you combine this with the artifact site that's already settable, like searchable, okay, whatever, you get the point. A lot of people actually struggle inherently against Phantom Knight, And as long as people are going for the Scythe combo, decks like Flunderies and Eldritch just have almost a free win against Phantom Knight. So these decks, I want to say, they're more considered as anti-meta, because if the Phantom Knight deck was not playing with for the Scythe combo, then, you know, it would be really hard for Eldritch to actually keep up with Phantom Knight. I think Phantom Knight is a little too aggressive for Eldritch. If you get your stuff going and you're going for actual negates instead of Scythe, it's going to be GG for Eldritch. But yeah, for the rest of the deck, I mean, there's absolutely nothing unique here, so I really don't want to cover it. Side deck 2 Lancia, so you can actually hit it with cross out. And also, one very important thing with Lancia is that it is an artifact monster, so you can set it with Dagda. So during your opponent's turn, you go Phoenix Enforcer, pop your Scythe, and pop your Dagda. Your Lancia, Jesus. And then you revive back Scythe and Lancia, so your opponent, even if he's playing Flunderies, can't banish cards, so the Flunderies will go to the grave and your opponent gets 0 recursions. So that's actually really, really bad for Flunderies. And for Eldritch, it's okay, but it's not great enough. You definitely need those twins if you want to have a chance. But yeah. Alright, this player was not playing the artifact monsters anyways, so yes, Lancia was basically just used as a hand shot for this guy. But people are still kind of really 50-50 on whether they want to play Scythe or not. Anyways, for Eldritch, one really cool thing that I really have to mention here, and that's exactly why I said that people are still innovating with Eldritch, is that this player was playing 2 Tyrus, Keeper of Genesis in the extra deck. Now, if you've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For a while, you would know what this card does. Well, it has materials, it cannot be destroyed by card effects, and at the end of the battle phase, I think if it battled, you can destroy 1 card at the end of the battle phase, so it's pretty nice because it's kind of like a fortune tune in a way, because you stabilize, you assure your Zeus, and on top of that, you also apply passive pressure on your opponent by destroying a card even though you didn't really have to, since you're going for the Zeus anyways. And of course, it's a generic rank 5 monster, so your Conquistador and your Hakuero, well, and or can actually lead to Tyrus, so that's pretty nice. And for the pots, pretty cool that this player is playing Pot of Duality. I do believe it conflicts a little bit with Black Awakening, but it's not really the end of the world. And I think we've gotten to a point where everybody is always playing There Can Only Be One. I think that's the best floodgate that you can play, probably in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. Well, Skill Drain obviously is the best, but that's because they have 3 skill drains, so they always see it, whereas in the TCG you have to sack, you have to be skillful. And also Vanity's Emptiness is disgusting because your main monster has already good stats. So imagine when you can protect this Vanity's Emptiness. Well, I mean, I don't think you can protect it unless you have continuous cards, because when you use like an actual card that goes to the grave, it also goes to the grave, but whatever, you get the point. And the side deck also has 3 Lava Golem. I don't really get the Sphere mode, because if you draw both, you have to choose between one of them, because the turn you Lava Golem your opponent, you cannot normal summon, and Sphere mode is a normal summon. That's kind of weird, the fact that he's also not playing Lord of the Heavenly Prison. And side decking in Eldritch, which I also do not understand, because obviously if you're going first, this is garbage, and if you're going second, instead of side decking like a third Eldritch, I think I would just side deck more board breaking cards. And yeah, apart from that, pretty good. The Dark Bribe also feels kind of sketch. Now for Branded Despia, oh my god, okay, yeah, this is going to be a big one. Yeah, so the deck obviously can interrupt the opponent a lot after it sets up its turn 1 board. Now, one important thing to keep into consideration is that this player is not playing any Shadow cards, so he's not trying to end his turn with Winda. I think Winda can be easily outed by a lot of decks, such as actually nothing, just Eldritch and Flunderies, which are very popular. So yeah, I think Winda is just not ideal to play right now. So I think going for a more combo-oriented build where you end on like Phoenix Enforcer, Mirror Jade, and all of these cards actually does make a lot of sense. And it's pretty interesting as well to see that he's playing 2 Phoenix Enforcer with only 1 set of the Destiny Hero monsters. I think there's a way to summon the second one afterwards. The way you would do that is by banishing the materials from your grave, or by shuffling them, I think, from the banished using the Lubellion. I think it's the dark one. Yeah, it's the light attribute that needs the dark monster, as well as Fallen of Albaz. So yeah, this is Albion, Lubellion, and then Mirror Jade, great card that banishes a monster your opponent controls without targeting, absolute insanity, and other great cards that you can send that always have an effect on the end phase where you can like special summon or add Fallen of Albaz, or you get to special summon either a Tri-Brigade, a Dogmatica, or something like that, or a Spriggans in this case, because this monster is a Spriggans and it searches a card on summon, I think. Kind of just like the Alubert does. Alubert is like the Stratos of the deck. Probably the best card. Fallen of Albaz is actually kind of a brick, but you need to play it in a way. I am shocked to see that he's only playing one Fallen of Albaz, because if you draw it, then you have to use Branded Fusion, discarding from the hand, so that kind of sucks, but you do get to shuffle back your resources every now and then, so at least there's that. And Frightful Patchwork package with Edgim, I think that's Chain, so yeah, very, very cool. And yeah, in conclusion, the new structure deck already managed to have like an impact in the metagame, so definitely keep into consideration the fact that with further ban list, this deck is only going to keep getting better and better if the other top decks get destroyed. And if, let's say, Flunderies and Eldritch ever become unplayable, well, Winda is going to see a lot of a big jump in popularity. But that's pretty much it for this OCG metagame breakdown. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.